racetrack, drift. Racetrack. Okay. Yeah, lads. Good morning. We're actually still down in Essex. I've been down here for a few days and we've come down because we wanted to do a few reviews. Now this one actually wasn't on the agenda at all because I've already done a MK3 RS, which was Tommy's. We went to the Greenlight office and they said we got the keys to Skinner's RS. Now I remember Skinner's RS because I was on Silverstone once and this blue thing fucking flew past me. What the fuck is in that? Anyway, he's a good friend of Greenlight's. And here it is. Tommy's was pretty standard and this is far from standard. This is a bit of a weapon. Now I wouldn't say it's the fastest straight line car in the world, but I genuinely think that this is probably one of the fastest cars I've come across which can go around a track. But I went to the office and he said he knew I would come in, he's left the keys if you want it, so obviously I'm going to jump at that. So he drove on the way here and I've actually sent him a message and I said, mate, please send me all of the mod list because I don't know anything about this car. I'm not going to run it through it all now. I'm going to do it when we're driving. But it's fully forged and it's like track mad. There's some things in here I didn't even know you could put on a Focus. It's got a Mustang throttle body. But anyway, we're going to do the standard sort of thing where we're going to talk about the insides and outsides of the car, take it for a drive, and then see how we like it. Now we've got a familiar face helping us today because Tommy's in work and I didn't have anyone else to film, so I'm only saying this because you're going to be in the GoPro shots because it's so wide, all right? Yeah, so Jade Maria is here, so a lot of you guys will know her. So I know a lot of you would have probably watched Tommy's review, so I'm going to try and stay away from all like the nibbly bits which the Focus RS comes with anyway, and just mainly stick to what this car has. So I'm going to try and not go over all the little nibbly bits in the interior. I might mention a few, but I'm not going to drag on it for a while. Before we go for a drive, I'm just going to quickly read out the message which he has said to me, just to give you an idea of what this car is. So, it's running about 460 brake, but it needs more fuel. It's got a Precision Turbo NX2, fully forged, Manley rods, pistons by Dale, blah, 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 blah. So it's fully forged, AirTech intercooler, the 2.3 Mustang throttle body, and also some other little cute bits like oil cooler, etc. I'm not really the sort of guy to sit here and waffle on about a mod list, but let's go for a spin. The first thing I'm going to note while we're trying to find a shell, I hope this car takes, well, of course it fucking does, not going to be a fucking ethanol in this, does it? One thing I'm going to note is, when I first jumped in this and I didn't really know much about it, I heard the word fully forged once about this car and I thought, is it? And I got in, I thought, no, it's not. Surely not. Because it does not feel like sort of car that's like it's so smooth. Like the clutch is so normal, like it genuinely feels like a normal RS clutch. I know the RS clutches are quite heavy anyway, but I thought they'd be at least, I thought this would be, if it were fully forged, I thought the clutch is going to be really heavy, but it's not. Like, it's so light, it's so smooth, everything's just so soft. Like, you genuinely would not get in this and think this is heavily modified. Like, I swear this was like forged and stuff. When I was driving it, I thought maybe it's just like standard engine, but like quite track orientated. First thing you notice when you get in is this wheel. It's the funkiest looking wheel ever. I'm not sure if I like it. Like, I like the shift lights, like that's sick, but the middle bit just to me looks a bit weird. I can't really get my head around it. I feel like I'm looking at I don't really know. It's kind of like one of those things, like I love the shift lights and I just don't get it. Like, is this a standard Ford wheel? Is it like a custom wheel? Because I know this is not a standard RS wheel, but I've never ever seen a wheel like this before on anything. But it's still got the standard Ford airbag and the standard Ford buttons. So I don't know what this wheel is. The Ford guys are probably going to be shouting at me right now because it's like, might be off like a limited edition one or some shit, but the wheel is weird. It's fucking weird. Now, if you didn't tell already, this car is wide-bodied. I'm not entirely sure what kit it is, but I know that it's 60mm wider, which is a significant increase. Now, these cars, like I've always said, Tommy's car was one of the best cars I've ever been in for handling, like, and that was standard. So I'm really intrigued to see what this one's like with like the wide track, and I'm not entirely sure what suspension mods it's got, but I know that he's got like white line tagged in it, so I'm guessing it's got all bushes upgraded, but it doesn't feel like it. Like, it's so soft and smooth. Do you think it's smooth?
Yeah, it's really
so smooth. Like, I would not think this is a modified car until you see the fucking cage behind you. That's like the only giveaway, and this fucking futuristic wheel. Now, the annoying thing about this steering wheel is because it's like squished together, you can't see any of like the information on the fucking screen. Like, you've literally got to keep going like that, which is very annoying. Like, I was like, fuck me, where am I going? Like, so you can see the dials and that, but trying to see the infotainment thing and like the fucking MPGs, it's really quite annoying. I'm just driving around in normal drive mode at the minute. Now, I'm not sure what sort of maps he's got on it and how much of a difference that makes, but I know in Tommy's it's stiffened up like shit when you went in race. So maybe I've been giving it the good points of being so soft now, but I'm sure it might stiffen up like mad when we put it in race. But we'll drive around in it in... So boost does come in quite late, to be fair. He messaged me, he said it comes in at 3.5. It feels like it hits full boost at like 4.5. Feels like right at the top of the revs is when it actually starts, the power starts kicking in. It revs out so much more than you think it will. But I like cars with boost lag. It gives you something to wait for. It's exciting. Like, boost is like, it really, after like 5k there, whoa, comes alive at 5. Right, normal, sport, racetrack, drift. Racetrack. Okay, right, we're in race. Okay, traction control's gone off, which is good. Right, the steering's way heavier now. Way heavier. Not sure about the suspension itself, but see, that's well better. Like, the steering's gone so heavy now. This is what we want. And the throttle is way more responsive now. Okay, so race makes a fucking huge difference. This is like a different car now. We'll find some country lanes because I know that this thing's gonna be fucking insane. Like, I seen the cornering speeds this took at Silverstone, and I actually genuinely couldn't believe it. Let's go a little bit of a tickle off this roundabout. Okay. The thing is, in Tommy's, I always thought it was a little bit underpowered. I kind of said they just feel a little bit like restricted a little bit. Now with this bigger turbo on, it's not like a huge power increase, not gonna lie. It's not something you get in and just think, fuck me, that's different than standard. It's faster, but it's not the world of difference, but it just brings that boost in so much later, and it gives you that perception it is. Now, it is 460 brakes, so I'm guessing it just doesn't feel as quick as it is. But it's fast, don't get me wrong. But it's just a nice sort of delivery of power. Like, I like how late it is, but it's not to the point where it's like you're struggling to come in boost. I swear there's some sort of torque limit in first, because it just doesn't, unless it's just probably just not enough load for it to spool up. Okay, the car feels a hell of a lot quicker in race. It just comes on boost. I don't know if there's actually any power sort of limitation. It's in look, I think it's just a throttle response. I think the whole car, I think the map just becomes a little bit more aggressive. Okay, now drag me all over the fucking road. My overall thoughts are, it handles fucking amazing. I haven't really put it through its paces, to be fair. Probably just not, I don't really know the roads around here, so I just can't. But obviously, like, you can just tell, like, there's no body roll whatsoever, and there's kind of like, as soon as you turn the wheel, it just sticks round. Like, I'm kind of like, I felt Tommy's on like a road that I know, so I know what they're like. Power wise, he does say that it's the fuel. I mean, I do, don't get me wrong, all over the fucking road. Don't get me wrong, it is a fast car, but I feel like if it did have that extra 30 or 40 brake, which he probably could get from up in the fueling, like, it would just make it almost perfect. I feel like, because he's got it fully forged, he's done so much and it's like, it's so extra, I feel like it does just need that little bit more amount of power just to make it a perfect all-rounder. I feel like, obviously, he's done so much to it and it deserves that extra 30-40 brake. If you can get it up to 500, it'd be amazing. Now, don't get me wrong, like, I know it's a fast car. It is a fast car. Third gear is unreal. Like, once you're in boost, boost so long. But if it just had that extra 30-40 brake, it would make it scary. At the minute, it's not scaring me. It's a fast car, but it's not scaring me. Now, although it's a massive step up from the standard ones, because I got in Tommy's and I always said Tommy's was just a little bit underpowered. Now this just gives it like that punch that it needed, but I'm not saying it's slow, but I'm saying considering how far this car's come, it would benefit so much more from that extra 40 brake. It's not exactly scaring me at the minute, and it looks like a car which should scare me, and it's the handling that could deal with being scared, but it just doesn't frighten me at the minute. And that's what I'm missing from it. It's the only thing I'm really missing from it, just that frightening feeling. Right then, we're gonna end here. We're pulling to a little place just to spin around and get some the finishing shots, but we're gonna end the video here. Gonna give a little bit of an out to what I think about it. I've been really excited to drive this car because, as I said, like, this fucking flew past me on Silverstone. And it stepped up to expectations, it really has. Like, the handling and just the looks of it is absolutely sick. I thought it'd be quite similar to Tommy's, but it's not. It's quite a substantial leap across the standard one. But as I said, it does, I feel personally, like, because the rest of the car's just so out there, it does need a little bit more power to back it up. Obviously, he's got the big fat turbo on it, and he did say, he said to me, it's just the fueling that's letting it down at the minute. So, Adam, get that fueling sorted, and this is literally going to be like one of the best fucking cars you can have a go in. I'm actually surprised by how much it kicks you all over the fucking road. But I love this car, genuinely do. I just feel like it just needs a little bit more power, and then it would be a fucking animal. I feel like the rest of it's there, like the rest of it can handle anything. But now I just got to finish off the project. So thank you, Adam, for letting us this, and thank you, Greenlight, for sorting it out for us. Now we're going to jump on to the other review, which is B70NY, so that's going to come shortly after this video. So thanks for watching, lads. See you later. What's better than one B70NY?
Two B70NY.
Two B. Oh, the lighting's fucked a bit. Two B70NY. So now we're going to go and take Tommy's for a rip.
Good luck. Have fun.
Good luck. Okay, I'll try and handle the power, yeah?
Start stopping these are fucking annoying.
Fucking annoying, mate. And it's doing it when I'm in race as well, which is even more frustrating. Right.
Good luck.
And good luck, thank you.
Please don't end up in the ditch.
Don't say that.
Also, it's got no front plate and tinted front windows, so you probably get pulled.
Oh, fuck.
Just hide. Be discreet.